and my background is Cameroon, and Miracle is in Nigeria, of
Yeah,
course.
hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you. All
where
right.
are you?
I'm from Nigeria.
No, I mean, what city?
Okay, in Delta State, Warri, Delta State. That is where I'm working.
Is that near Lagos?
No, 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 I'm not working in Lagos.
No, 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 yeah,
No, no. Is it to the north?
No, it's in the south part of the
Oh,
country.
yeah. There's, I think, oil production in the Delta State.
Yes, there's oil production in Delta State.
Yeah.
But I'm working as a teacher in one of the secondary schools here.
great.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So, you started a very interesting project. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, great. I even have a slide to share.
Good. Okay.
Let me, yeah, do the screen share
Okay,
universal. Go ahead, you can share.
okay. All right, so my full name is Miracle Chibuzo Marcel, and I am one of the IAUOAE NAIC in Nigeria. Okay, and I founded the Pan African Citizen Science E Lab in order to spread hands on astronomy activities in Africa. Okay, so because generally in Africa, we see a lot of young people that are passionate about astronomy but without any experience. So I was actually inspired by my frustration because I grew up in such an environment without hands-on activities on astronomy. So I decided I was going to spread it. Actually, I studied astronomy as my first degree. So I'm right now working as a physics teacher and what happened?
We've lost your video.
Oh, let me connect my video again. Just a moment. Let me check what is happening with my video.
I need to deal with something. I'll be right back.
Okay, but can I continue with the presentation? Because fixing the video will take some time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
no
let me
problem.
check again. Oh, it's back. It's back.
We're back.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I studied physics and astronomy as my first degree, but now I'm working as a physics teacher. However, after school, I volunteer to spread hands-on space activities. So I started in 2000. I started in 2020. Okay, after the COVID, after
Is that?
the
Yeah, yeah.
lift of the COVID-19. So I started with the asteroid search. So I started to engage my friends. I have a lot of friends on Facebook from different countries in Africa. So I started to involve them in the asteroid search. Then from there, I started incorporating other projects. I'm going to show you. So we have, I use codes. We have Pascal Lab Project 1.0. This is asteroid search and others. There are other projects under this 1.0, which I will also show you in the slide. Then we have 2.0. This is astrophoto visual development. And here is 3.0 Webb telescope. And here is 4.0 exoplanet search. I'm going to explain each and every one of them. Okay, under the, oh, under the 1.0 project, we have the asteroid search, you have the space arts, and we have the space competitions. Now, I want to let you know that I'm working with different organizations, okay, to bring these activities to Africa. I don't have my telescope for doing this. I'm working with different organizations. So here is our asteroid search. Under the asteroid search, I'm working with the international astronomical search collaboration. They are responsible for um, distributing the data to different groups across the world. So we have our special group. I'm the coordinator of that special group called the Pan-African Asteroid Search Campaign. So we are engaging three categories of people. I'm engaging teachers, students, and space enthusiasts. Under the teachers level are university teachers. It could be university professors and researchers and lecturers. I'm also working with the education and outreach department of some space agencies in Africa. Okay, then under the student level, I'm working with different astronomy clubs and organizations across Africa. And under the space enthusiasts, like people that are not college students or are not attending schools, I work with all of these groups. So this is under the Pan-African group. So this is the telescope that collects the data that we use. This is the Pan-STAR telescope. It's located at the University of Hawaii in the United States. So they collect a huge amount of data.
I think you may have lost audio.
Oh, hello? Let me check again.
Nigeria.
Hello? Can you hear me
Well, we
now?
got a video update, so he's back.
Can you hear my sound now?
Yes, we can hear you. Fine. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. So this telescope is called the Pan-STARRS. It is located at the University of Hawaii in the United States. So they collect a huge amount of asteroid data and send it to this group, the group I just showed you, the ACES. This group is responsible for distributing it across all the countries of the world. Okay, so we have a regional group called the Pan-African Asteroid Search Campaign. So then this is the software that we use for analyzing those data to we call the astrometrica. So we train people on how to use this to search for asteroids. Then here is our timetable for the new academic year. I mean the new academic year which started in August of this month. So we are at the last part of this month. This campaign is currently ongoing. It is currently ongoing. I'm going to show you that later. Then there's no campaign for December, and next year we begin again. So this asteroid search is our primary project. We have other projects, but this is our primary project because we started with this first. Then here are some of the pictures of some of our participants from different countries of the world. This is from the Kenyan group, Togo, uh, South Africa. This is a secondary school. My friend, she led her classmates to search for asteroids. Cameroonian groups, Ghana group. These are lecturers and researchers from the University in Rwanda. I think University of Science and Technology in Rwanda. So you get a certificate from Isaac after the participation. And here are some of the asteroids. So we started this in 2020, 3 years ago, but we've discovered up to 40 asteroids, up to 40 asteroids. So then here is the map of
No, you're not working with astronomical plates, right? You're working with current observations.
yeah. So the data has been observed, so they are sent to us to analyze, and whatever you discover becomes yours. That's the That's how it is done. Whatever you discover becomes yours, and you get to name it in the future. But right now, it has the provisional number, like this 2022 00043. Those are the kind of provisional numbers it has. And you can even find them, you can even track them with Stellarium because they have been cataloged. Then here is the map of Africa. When we started this program, this was the level of participation. This is actually, let me define this. When your team participates and you make a preliminary discovery, okay, by the end of the year, Isaac will indicate that your country have made a discovery, I mean, at least a preliminary discovery. There are two stages of discovery. We have the preliminary discovery and we have the provisional discovery. So a week after your participation, Isaac sends the results of your work, whether you made a preliminary discovery or not. Okay, then the provisional comes 6 months after that. Okay, but you don't have to wait till you get a provisional. You have to keep searching and searching. So this is the preliminary map. When we started, this is the map of the world, but just focus on the map of Africa. This is the map of Africa. There was less countries. Okay, but if you look here, 2021, these are some of the countries we engaged, and this is 2022, last year. Okay, and we have even engaged more groups this year. So in fact, we are targeting to cover the whole 54 countries in Africa. Right now, we have gotten up to 40 countries. So, and here are some of the countries in Africa that have active citizen science groups. Although I have not updated this, I would have updated this list. These are some of the countries we have active citizen science groups searching for asteroids. Okay, in some of these countries, we have about 2 or 3 groups searching for asteroids. And here is other programs that we launched. This not we didn't launch it, but um, we are working with them. Okay, I participated in this program before, and it was so nice. And we have Africans do not know much about this. So after my participation in 2020, I think in 2021, I started to spread it. I started to incorporate it in our project. So I spread it. If I'm talking to people about particular project, I talk about this. So it is called the International Astronomy and Astrophysics Competition. Okay. Now, this program, it has 3 stages. We have the qualification round, we have the pre-final round, and the final round. Okay, but the qualification round is free for everyone. But the pre-final round and the final round, okay, the pre-final round, you have to make a fee, you have to pay a fee of $9 or €80. And some African countries, some African students are very passionate, they are very savvy in mathematics, but they can't afford it. So this year, we received a grant. Actually, we received a grant, and from that grant, we supported about 10 students from 8 countries. Okay, we supported 10 students, and we hope to continue to support more in the future if we have more budget. It comes every year, starting from February to June. Okay. Then we have Space for Art Foundation. Okay, Space for Art Foundation. Here we encourage, we work with teachers, and most especially, we encourage them to encourage their students to draw anything they can imagine about space. Anything they can imagine about space. So these are some of the artworks we've collected from students from different countries. This is from Nigeria. Okay, then mostly for students below the age of 16. So this is this lady, astronomical start. She's the founder of this space. Oh, she's the found. Oh, excuse me. My computer has frozen. Just a moment. It's gonna come up. Oh. Okay. It's getting back. Let me scroll down. Okay.
So she's the founder.
All right. So she is the founder of Space for Art Foundation. I'm working closely with her because she tours around the world, inspiring kids, through space arts. So sometimes he uses some of these artworks to design spacesuits like this one. Okay. Now, when this happens, most countries in Africa are not represented, and since I have already developed connection to uh, different astronomy groups across Africa, I'm using my platform to advertise it. Then here is the project 2.0. Here I teach people on how to produce colorful space images, okay, from the archive images of from the Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, and the Large Commons Observatory. Okay, so we teach them how to produce this kind of. These are the images from the James Webb Space Telescope. I process them, and these two are from the Hubble, and this one is from the Large Commons Observatory. So we do that. We teach people on how to do that. Then the third project is on astronomy research with the Large Commons Observatory. So we wrote a proposal to the Large Commons Observatory this year, and luckily for us, our, our our application made it to the top, and we were awarded 100 hours of telescope time. And we we wrote a proposal to use it for two purposes. One is for research, astronomy research that would lead to publication, because right now we are working with different universities in Africa. We are working with different university groups in Africa, and for you to conduct astronomy research, you would need a telescope. So we intended to use it to encourage uh, astronomy research. I mean, not really sophisticated ones, very simple ones, very simple ones. Like the area we are focusing on are on double stars. We are making research on double stars, and we just completed our seminar with Dr. Rachel Fried. She trained us on how to do that, and we have started to, we have started to encourage people to join us. Then we also intend to use it for astrophoto visual development. I mean, an extension of the second project I showed you right now. Okay, here we want to train them on how to order their own images. They will schedule their own images, capture it, download the images, the fit files, and process it to produce colorful visuals. And then later on, I learned about the exoplanet watch. Okay, from one of my connections from the Last Camps Observatory, Global Sky Partners. So I learned about the exoplanet search. So, and because we have a lot of time, okay, so far think we have just used about 5 hours from our 100 hours. We have a lot of telescope time, and we intend to also use it for exoplanet search. So this is the exoplanet search project. This is the exoplanet search project here. So we are after producing these light curves and submitting it to the ASVSO, American Association of
Okay.
Variable Star Observers. So then, you know, it is pretty hard to preach astronomy in Africa. It is pretty hard. It is very challenging. Every time I meet a group, they tell me, what do we stand to gain? What do we stand to gain here? And it is actually very difficult for me to, I just tell them, you make a discovery, you name an asteroid, but they don't really get convinced. So I said about, I spoke to Jean. I told Jean, I have some groups. I'm working with some groups in Africa, from some physics departments, some astronomy groups. They do not have access to a telescope. Can you donate telescopes to me? And he agreed. So he donated these ones. This one, we gave it to this group from Malawi, Celestial Explorers. So then these other four, we intend to give it to groups from Lesotho, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Botswana. So this is how we do it. However, we do not have the finance, okay? Because right now we are out of, we don't have any funding, okay? So, but we are just using
Right.
our, I can just talk to some people, they will just do
Connected.
something for me. So how we do it is this. So we look for people that are moving to that person's country. Maybe if the person that we want to give the telescope to has a relative or a friend that is moving from Europe to their country, okay, we would give a telescope to the person, and the person would bring it because it's cheaper. It's cheaper that way. It's cheaper, and it's safe. Okay, one of the problems that the Office of Astronomy for Outreach have been facing over the past 2 years. Like, they lose their telescope when they ship it to those countries. They lose it. Sometimes it gets seized in the customs. So it is much safer if we give to someone that is reliable to bring to the person. So he has donated these ones, although we haven't brought this one into those countries, but we are working with the African Islamic Society. Dr. Charles, he has a lot of people traveling in and out. You know, South Africa is pretty closer to those countries, so we want to bring to South Africa. From there, we can distribute them to the different countries listed there. Then we are also working. Kelvin from the Office of Australian for Development. He said that if any of my group is willing, they can donate this Galileo scope to us. So I said, okay, yeah, we take that. We'll take that. So those are the summary of all the activities that I carry out in Africa. Thank you.
Well, that's very impressive. I have a few questions, if I could.
Okay.
One question is when you say we, how many people do you have working with this project? And are they with you, or are they various parts of Africa, or where are the other people who work with you?
Okay, we are volunteers because nobody gets paid for that. I'm working with teachers. Okay, I'm working. Let me just call them group leaders. They can be teachers. They can be passionate. I mean volunteers. So I talk to the team leader. Okay, the team leader talks to her or his or her team. Okay, that's how we do it. So we are just
Well,
volunteering.
the point is, it sounds as if you're doing this all yourself in terms of coordinating all this activities. Do you have other people who are working with you to support the activity in terms of just the mechanics of an organization, of website updates and so
Oh,
on?
no, no, no. Okay, in the website, okay, for the website now, I'm the one building it, okay? I'm the one building it. I've asked some people to do it for me, but it didn't go well. We lost a lot of money there. So I'm doing it by myself. Okay, if you go into the website, you see that it is incomplete. Okay, anytime I have the chance, I'll just do it. So I'm the one doing it for now. The one doing it.
Anyway,
Then we have then the my partners or the people working with me are those various teachers from different countries that are now training and including their students into the project.
well, anyway, I congratulate you. That's a remarkable thing that you're doing essentially on your own. I'm wondering whether you have heard of a man in Italy called Gerd Dani, who
No.
is head of what's called Free Astroscience. And he's doing some of the things that you are hoping to do, but largely he's teaching other people how to do astrophysics and astrosciences, so on. And he's on our global advisory group. And I'm going to send him and you a message because I think you should learn to interact with each other. And I think he may be a resource that could help you in some of the things you're hoping to do.
All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much. And
His name,
I forgot to mention this. This is our
I will,
YouTube channel. I develop videos for each of our projects. Like this is for astrophoto visual development. So if I open it, it contains about 13 videos that would walk you through uh, astrophotos. Okay, but the problem right now is
great.
since I made this video, many people have not been watching them, and I have made it so easy. So, but they said they want live training. Okay, they want live training, like the way we do it for asteroid. Most of our asteroid training is live. I said, okay, I will do that, but we haven't really started doing it. But for those that can, are exploring it. Then we also have for the asteroid search. Oh, let me remove this. We also have for the asteroid. Let me check this. Let me remove this. So this is for the asteroid search. About 8 videos here. 8 videos here. And this. So these are meant for those countries in Africa where the internet is very poor. Internet is very poor, so I recommend them this video, and they just watch and practice
Great.
along with me, and they just learn it.
Right. Well, anyway, if you have a pen or pencil, if you could just write down his name, and I will send you a message,
No
both
paper.
to him and to you. Anyway, his first name is Gerd.
Okay, do you know what? I'm recording this, so I will replay it and write it down.
Okay. And then Donnie, Dani. Excuse me, got some in my throat.
Okay. Now,
Sorry.
do you work with the African Initiative for Planetary and Space Sciences?
No, I've not heard about them before.
Okay. What I put in the chat is a Nature article from 3 years ago or so, but I've got some other links. Um, they have meetings. What about the Entoto Observatory in Ethiopia? Do you work with them?
Yes, I'm working with the Ethiopian Space Agency, the
Okay.
education and
Yeah, they're
education.
based there. So
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the African Initiative for Planetary and Space Sciences would be a great match for what you're doing. And they've been underway, I think, for
So a-
over
anyway,
5.
what you're doing is very good and worthwhile, and we would like to encourage and help support it.
thank
Two,
you so
uh,
much.
we'll send you some information of people who I think you might want to work with that could be supportive. But three, one of the things we're specifically undertaking to do is to create a so-called hackathon to develop new ways to encourage African countries to use space for meeting.
Sustainable development. Yeah. Your audio, Joe. I don't hear you.
Okay, let's see what's. Huh. I'm seeing you, but you can't hear me, right?
No, your audio disappeared. Okay.
I'm trying again. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, anyway, are you familiar with the UN Sustainable Development Goals?
Yeah, great. In fact,
Right.
I used to say that our projects are addressing 4 of the 17 goals.
Right.
Okay, we have the quality education, 4, the SDG 4. Then we have the SDG 5, women, okay, encouraging women. Then we have the XDG 10, and we have the XDG 16 about
Right.
bringing people together. So our projects are addressing those ones, and we
Okay.
hope to, to use our project to address more of these sustainable development goals.
Okay. Well, that fits perfectly with the what Joe's proposing, and this is a competition on how African countries, organizations, including your organization, could work to advance sustainable development goals through space, through space technologies. And that's whether the goal is, SDG 7, which is energy, then you got SDG 6, and you got others, that tie into critical needs of people. And I think so what we're looking at is a hackathon where there would be prizes for students, young people, and maybe organizations that how they define, how they meet, address sustainable development goals. It doesn't have
Yeah,
video. I
yeah.
guess it's just
Sorry for
bandwidth.
yeah, the network cut off.
Yeah, can you share your presentation, like either send it by email or put it in the chat?
Okay.
We've got,
I will send it. I will upload it on the Google. Then I will use the link. I'll send the link to you because it's not
okay,
in a link now.
okay. Yeah, I've got, there's a space education center in Latvia that's sort of a simulation of the International Space Station. And so you got kids coming from not only Latvia, but nearby countries to that facility. And I'd say the people that run that have a similar mindset to you. You know, they're advocates, enthusiasts, and missionaries for outer space. I think they would find what you're doing quite interesting. They also, there's a Schmidt type telescope in Latvia. And what they've done is they've discovered quite a few asteroids by comparing astronomical plates. Okay, they have astronomical plates going back to whatever, the 1970s or earlier. And then when you compare that, you can see that where an asteroid may have entered the field because the asteroid, you know, you see the stars that are always there, and then there's another object. And with that, they've been able to identify quite a few asteroids um, from the Baldwin Observatory in Latvia. It's another approach. It uses historical astronomical plates, and that's possible in some countries where you have telescopes, you know, that have been taking images for several years, and then there's special software to compare the digitized images, you know, across the periods. But anyways, I think we return to this topic. You're familiar with UNOSA also, I assume, right? Miracle.
From
Office of Outer Space Affairs.
no, 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 no. But I know
No.
about the
Okay.
United Nations Office of Outer Space Agency.
The,
I know about it, but I don't know much of the people working there.
the point is they support projects just like yours in any ways. And hopefully we're actually going to be talking to officials later this week about the you know, our project, but also we can send you information about that because I think that they could be a good source of support. And we also work with the European Union, where also there might be able to provide some support.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will
there's a lot of
appreciate it.
synergy
I will
between
appreciate it.
what we're trying to do and what you're trying to do. So I think that the next steps are we will send you information about people and contacts that you might want to connect with and copy the people that we're recommending and also figure out a way that we can continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Great, great.
Yeah, and get you resources and connections with people who work like you, with you, and broaden the network and get more done. Yeah, that would be super. You've done a great job. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate this. I appreciate this.
Yeah. Okay. Any wrap-up points, Joe or Miracle?
Yeah, nothing much. I appreciate even the the promises you've just made now. It's it's appreciable because honestly, doing this project has been so challenging. Just can imagine after coming back from school, you are trying to connect to the people that you're working with to know how they are doing. It's quite challenging,
Yeah.
but assuming that I have a support, I can decide to focus on it and give it my maximum energy and time. That would be
Yeah.
very much
Awesome.
appreciated.
Awesome.
So
Okay. we'll do our best.
So anyway, did you get that presentation?
The presentation, have I gotten you uploaded it, correct, Miracle?
Okay. Okay. What I will do now is after this meeting, I'm going to upload it on Google Drive so that I can get a link to send to you so you
Yes.
can download it. I'll also send you the recording of this meeting. I'm recording it.
Good.
Okay. Well, I asked Zoom to provide a summary of our meeting.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
I've seen it do some amazing work. You know,
Right.
here's a summary, and then it says, these are the action items. And I say, my God, you know, it's like having a top flight top secretary right there taking minutes, and the darn thing sends it to you. It had
Right.
errors, okay. So it had errors, but I think on the whole, the thing did a fairly good job.
Right.
So it takes the audio portion, translates that into you know, basically text, manipulates the text, and then summarizes it, which I think is pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is an excellent start, and let's continue exchanging of information, contacts, and sources of support.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Super. Thank
All
you
right.
for
Thank
the
you so
meeting.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Take
All right.
care.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.